Hello, my name is Alexander Martinez, and for my visual aid speech, I decided that I was going to cover the Nintendo Switch, which was produced and manufactured by Nintendo, one of the oldest gaming companies in the world. You may be familiar with Nintendo because they've created such consoles as the Nintendo Entertainment System, also known as the first Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, and the Nintendo GameCube. They've also come out with a few handhelds such as the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS, and other things like that. But today we're talking about the Nintendo Switch, which is their newest console. In this presentation, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of a Nintendo Switch and go over some of the things to help you decide on whether you want to buy one or not. So let's get into the pros, shall we? First off, the Nintendo Switch is very flexible. And the reason why I say this is because it is not only a home console or a console that you can use on your TV like you see here, it is also a on-the-go console or a portable console or a handheld, depending on what you want to call it, because it can easily be taken out of its dock like this and used on the go. So this is the first pro. This is of the Nintendo Switch. So even though it takes a substantial amount of time to get used to its joystick controllers, which are these right here, or as you can see here on the detached Joy-Cons, it can take a little while to get comfortable, but after a while, it'll definitely feel comfortable to any individual. Now, me personally, because I do have larger hands, it can take a little while to get used to how it feels when you're using it in a handheld mode. That's why I normally prefer to actually use it in the home dock mode or the TV mode like it's in now. But it is good also for using it in handheld mode. And the Nintendo Switch supports on-the-go playing. And what I mean by on-the-go playing is because it's portable, you can take it to other places to play. You're not just confined to your home with the Nintendo Switch like other consoles, like the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, which are its competitors from Microsoft and Sony. You can take it on the go and you can play it at the park while you watch your kids or something like that. Or, if you want to go over to a friend's house, it just easily slips out and you can play it. You can play it on the bus, you can play it on the subway, whatever is good for you. And another reason why it's good for on-the-go playing is because the Joy-Cons, like you can see here in the red and blue, the neon red and the neon blue, is they detach just like this. And once they detach, you have two controllers which you can use to play with another friend. Like with certain games like Mario Kart or Mario Party, if you were on the go and decided that you wanted to play a friend that you met out in town or something like that, then you just detach the Joy-Cons like so, and you begin to play whatever game it is that you're trying to play on the go. It's easy to do that with a Nintendo Switch. Also with the Nintendo Switch, it is very portable, like I said before, and the portability factor actually goes up some more when you bring into effect the Nintendo Switch Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite, which unfortunately I do not have here today, is a smaller version of the Nintendo Switch, and it's only handheld. Though, compared to this one, it is a lot smaller than the full Nintendo Switch here. But because it's smaller and it is a little more ergonomical, it's better for on-the-go playing. But one of the draws to that is that the Nintendo Switch Lite is only in portable, so you don't have the ability to hook it up to your television like you do with the full Nintendo Switch. So while the Nintendo Switch actually does have very many pros, it does have a few cons. Some of the cons being that it has a low battery life. According to Chris Morris with CNBC, who did an article on this, it has about 3.5 gaming hours, which isn't bad comparatively. Me personally, I normally use it in the home console mode, so the gaming, the amount of time, the battery life doesn't really matter too much to me. But if you are an on-the-go gamer, then something like that may be an issue for you. There's also been many reports about some of the controllers lagging, and what they mean by that is they're talking about the joysticks like you see here and here, particularly on the left side, the joystick kind of lags. It's especially true, from what I understand, with Breath of the Wild, the game Breath of the Wild, like you see here, which I've also played. And I didn't have any lags, but from what I understand, there have been a lot of complaints about that. And from what I understand, Nintendo is trying to work on it, but has not come up with a solution to completely get rid of the lag in some things. Additionally, Nintendo has less processing power, and what I mean by that is that its mechanics are not as good as, say, the PlayStation 4, Sony's PlayStation 4, or Microsoft Xbox. It also has insufficient storage space. It only comes with 32 gigs of internal memory, and with that, and this time where so many people just download their games, that internal memory can fill up rather quickly. Now you can buy a external memory card for this, like a micro USB, and you can get a larger size, and that's what most people use. I actually have one, as a matter of fact. I think mine is 64 gigs. And people just use that to, save games or anything like that. So, in conclusion, the Nintendo Switch has various pros and cons. The console is flexible, comfortable, portable, and allows on-the-go playing. However, the console has a low battery power, less memory, less processing power, and lags in its controls from time to time. The pros give Switch an edge over its competitors because, like I said, it's for on-the-go gaming, nothing beats it. And another pro that I did not mention earlier about this is that it's also very family-friendly. It has a lot of the family-friendly games, like I said, with Mario Party and Mario Kart and Pokemon and stuff like that. And because it's such a family-friendly console, during this time of the pandemic, it's actually been kind of hard to find a Nintendo Switch in the store. Nintendo's working on the problem. They've been very vague on what exactly is they're going to do to try and get it to people, but it is hard to find it in any store right now, whether it be GameStop or Best Buy or something like that, because it's such a family-friendly console. And when we're experiencing a time where so many people are stuck in the house with their family and kids and stuff like that, the Nintendo Switch is a good option to play with your family and kids because, like I said, it's so family friendly. So this will conclude my visual aid speech on the Nintendo Switch, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you some kind of substance to help you decide on whether you want to buy a Nintendo Switch or not. Thank you.